Holy man, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but for the first time in my life, I feel like I actually fully love myself. Honestly, I didn't thought I'd never get here. I thought this was going to be like a lifelong journey to this self-love, but I can say I'm here and it hasn't faded. And I don't know, things look a lot different. So I had to kind of wait for the dust to settle to make this video. But I think a lot of other people are going through something similar. So I wanted to put this together to help you guys navigate this. All right, so the way that it started out for me was actually like several months, but it kind of ramped up in these last like several weeks where all these old patterns are coming up, all these like old judgments, all these old like pretty much every bad thought I've had. And some of them were like pretty cringe, all came up for me, and they just kept ramping up, ramping up, ramping up, and I could feel like I felt really disconnected from the person who I thought I was, the person I was trying to be, and the thoughts and everything that was going through my mind. So I stopped making videos. I felt very like a fake. I was like telling people to do stuff that I felt like I wasn't actually doing, and I felt very very like disconnected. That's a good word. And I stopped making videos. I just kind of took a step back and I started doing like kind of my own healing because I'm like, okay, this isn't going anywhere, and like all the tricks I knew to like move through it just weren't working. It was still there. It was still persistent. It was still pounding, and I've come to the realization now that I was actually going through what I've termed a spiritual checkpoint. And this is confirmed by my friend Brian. The way that I originally saw it was at the airport. Okay, the jet's leaving. It's heading somewhere big, heading somewhere new, but you can't take certain stuff with you. You can't get on the plane with explosives. You can't get on the plane with, five other people with your one ticket. You can't have 18 bags. All right. So I kind of saw it as that. The stuff can't come with you. Okay, this extra baggage, this extra stuff that's holding you back. You may even want to think of this as like an ascension checkpoint, but like certain things can't come with you if you want to take off, if you want to move forward. So that's how I saw it. And all this stuff was coming up to make me aware of it. It was kind of like when they're going through your thing, the bags at security, and they're like pulling stuff out. Yep, that can't go with, that can't go with. And it wasn't one like magic thing that helped me to work through this, but you can see this as an opportunity. Okay, so all this stuff was coming up as an opportunity for you to dump off the crap that was holding you back. Okay, so someone's like, "Well, what'd you do? What's the trick? What's the secret?" There's no secret. Spoiler alert, no secret. I've been doing some of this inner work for, I don't know, about 7 years, where I've been working on kind of like my journey of self-love. And, piece by piece, I've been chipping away at it. And you can kind of think of it in terms of kind of like this dam. And I've been punching holes in it here and here. And I felt like I was just making these like marginal gains. I'm in a way better spot than I was 7 years ago, but like it seemed like so far off where I was actually able to experience this full love of myself. And eventually I just got to a point where the dam broke and there's kind of like no going back. This is just like the new me, and it's weird, and I'm not gonna lie, it's weird because like all these things I've been working on, these self-improvement things, like all these issues that I had, they're kind of just not there. And I see the bigger role in like the work that I'm doing now is helping people to also get there. And if I started just if as a kid I loved myself and I didn't lose that, I would never be able to help people through this. Okay, so I had to go through this too, but it is possible and you can get there. So kind of look at this. If this is coming up for you, if these old patterns are coming up, especially during this time, look at it as this opportunity. Okay, this is a chance to jump into the healing work, jump into some of the guided meditations. I'll tell you what I did. I did all different types of healing. I did like some energy work. I did some stuff with my partner. Did some sound stuff. All kinds of things during this period because I could sense there was something big and it wasn't going away, basically. Okay, I didn't know it was going to be as huge as it was, but I've been through things like this before. This isn't the first time that this happened. I've had other patterns come up like this where it was an opportunity to, it was kind of like presenting them to me. Hey, this is still noodling around in the background. This is still holding you back. This is still something that you need to address. You're not getting past it. So, yeah, look at it as this opportunity and kind of do what you need to for you to work through these things, process these things. I was doing all this like kind of work on my own and kind of like this inner work, and then it was actually like my spiritual team that actually kind of just ambushed me and like it took everything away. Uh, it was time to be done, and it was just the point we were at, and I got wiped out. All this stuff was gone, and now I'm trying to like get back into the integration part, coming back into how the world's gonna look now. But I'm excited for the future and so glad that I went through this. So love to hear your comments on this, kind of what you're going through, things that you've done to move through this. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and we'll figure it out together. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.